The Tipping Point with Mike Tipton is brought to you by Dubby. What is Dubby? Dubby is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like those other energy drinks have. They also have no maltodextrin fillers and don't use artificial dyes. Dubby contains vitamins, amino acids, a nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. Dubby's products are made in the USA in an FDA-inspected facility that strictly adheres to GMP manufacturing guidelines. All of the flavors are unique and custom-made by Dubby, and you'll never taste our taste anywhere else. The best part about it is they're affordable. Dubby's drinks come out to about $1 per drink, much cheaper than Starbucks or any of those canned energy drinks. To learn more, visit w.gg.com/discount/MRTipton33 and place your order today. Use promo code MrTipton33 and save today. Dubby Energy, be better. What's going on, everybody? I want to tell you about my new friends over at Cleverman. Visit them online at becleverman.com. What they gave me was the energizing face and beard scrub along with the Cleverman face scrubber. And trust me when I say this, the energizing face and beard scrub smells amazing. Combining it with the face scrubber, making sure that your boy was looking as good and sexy as possible, opened up a whole different sensation in my face that I haven't ever felt before. I felt so clean, so fresh, and so clean, like Outcast said, and it helped me feel like I was ready for my day. Make sure you visit them online at becleverman.com and follow them on Instagram at clevermannyc. The link is up in my bio if you want to check out all the amazing products they have. Visit them online, becleverman.com.
Since 1935, one event has brought us together for the passion, the pageantry, and the celebration of the upper echelon of college football. The Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. New Year's Eve at noon. Don't miss El Paso's greatest game.
What's going on, everybody? It's time for the Tipping Point with Mike Tipton, hanging out with you here on this Tuesday afternoon, the day before Christmas Eve. So I guess Christmas Eve is what I've been seeing from people. I got the Crooked Commish here saying, Money Mike, what's good? What's good with you, Crooked Commish? Hope that you're having yourself a fantastic time. As a matter of fact, Commish, I'm going to share the link in the comments section. So if you want to swing on by, you can do so. Brag a little bit about your Chicago Bears doing their thing, absolutely dominating and come from behind fashion against the Green Bay Packers, which was fun to watch. You already know, I'm happy to see what's happening with the Green Bay Packers, where they're just not looking as best they can. That Micah Parsons injury, pretty huge, huh? Pretty huge, it seems like. But nonetheless, hey, it's working out right now in favor of the Chicago Bears. There are currently five teams that have clinched their playoff spot. I had to count there. I'm not good at counting. 5 teams that have clinched a playoff spot in the NFC. The Seattle Seahawks right now, with the number 1 seed, the Chicago Bears with the number 2 seed, the Philadelphia Eagles with the number 3 seed. Our guy Augustine Pimentel saying, what's up? What's up with you, Augustine? Hope that you're having yourself a great day by saying that the Philadelphia Eagles have clinched a playoff spot. It means the Dallas Cowboys have finally been eliminated. I can put this season behind me. I am excited. I am happy. I am just in a fantastic mood. I no longer have to worry about this team, and I can just watch football and just love football and cheer for my friends' teams like the Crooked Commish who's joining me right here so that he can be braggadocious. You see it all. He's wearing it all right there, just the Chicago Bears. Bear down. I told everybody at the beginning of the season that the Chicago Bears were going to make the playoffs. I'm looking like a fucking prophet right now.
Yeah, you really are, and you called it right after we got that first dub against the Cowboys there. So my voice is starting to come back to me. Kind of had lost it over the last.
You were celebrating like hell. I saw everyone on the Chicago Clubhouse Network. Check them out on TikTok. Everyone on the Chicago Clubhouse Network was going wild, man.
Bro, I mean, this victory definitely tasted sweeter than others and than most, but definitely first things fucking last to the Green Bay Packers. You can bear down and take that L, so it's very nice. Caleb's looking, like truly ice in his veins. You know what I mean? Like it's been the story all year to where offense struggles, can barely kind of put any kind of points to get together and look functional. But then Caleb puts on the cape, and more often than not, it didn't work the first time against Green Bay, but more often than not, he's able to kind of come through clutch and kind of, do what he can. But going into the playoffs, I think that's kind of where the dream may kind of end there at that point.
Augustine's saying, why don't you say that the Cowboys are going to make the playoffs? I know I said it on your show, and I've said it on multiple shows before. I came into this season thinking that the Cowboys' best case scenario was 10-7. They'd miss the playoffs, and I thought that they would be 9-8. It looks like they're going, like if they can beat Washington, if they can beat the New York Giants, they will have a historic season, becoming the first team in NFL history to go 8-1. Like they'll be the first ones to ever do it. So I'm excited about that. We, as Dallas Cowboys fans, you got to take history while you can make it, right? This would be the first team in NFL history to go 8-1. So I'm excited about that prospect.
That is a fair point. That's a fair point. Another thing you can kind of, another feather in your cap of, hey, we were the first to do this thing. And it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's a we broke even thing. You know what I mean?
Some people are saying it's not bad. but let's
really, which people are those? Are you those people?
Many people, smart people are saying it. Let's talk about good teams, right? Like, we're not going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, the disappointment. The D in Dallas stands for disappointment. We're not talking about that. Let's talk about your Chicago.
Definitely not this year.
Because I remember going on your show. Well, I guess it was the third week of the season, whenever the Cowboys were going to play the Chicago Bears. The Bears were looking at an 0-3 season, and people were starting to jump off that bandwagon, man. Like, here we go, same old Bears, same old this and that. How does it feel, though, to know, like you've been solid with them? A lot of other people have been solid with them as well, right? Like, you guys stick through this, and now Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson, this experiment. Hey, maybe it's just now, but I don't think that there's a team in the NFL. I would have said it was the Rams up until this weekend. I don't think there's a team in the NFL that you can say is better than everyone else. So there's a legitimate possibility here of making a deep playoff run for those Bears.
Yeah. So to go back to, to the first part to what you said, like, I'm not going to lie. I mean, the water was feeling hot there after, especially after you're not only 0-2, you're 0-2 in the division, and you just got your fucking teeth kicked in, by Detroit, who you were thinking, hey, you stole something special from them, with Ben Johnson, and he's going to kind of like flip the script there. And, like I said, we look terrible. But as the season played on, Ben Johnson, one of his biggest things was saying that the Bears are going to be playing their best football towards the end of the season, which I don't know how much of that is true right now. Are they still winning? Are they believing in the message and playing together as a team? Uh, Hell yeah. But I think I'd be kind of lying to myself if I'm saying they've been playing the last few games a complete game from start to finish, or the offense is really kind of taken a stride here. It really hasn't. But the team altogether is playing as like I said, they're playing as a complete team right now.
The real test is going to be this weekend, right? Like,
Yes.
I feel like I should apologize to the good people of San Francisco because I thought the San Francisco 49ers were going to take a huge step back. Still third in the division, right? But 11-4 and third in the division just seems wild to me. So the real
Right.
test is going to be this weekend, the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers, a banged up San Francisco 49ers that just finds a way to win, right? What do you need to see from your Bears? Because I feel like if they go in and they don't play a complete game, it could get ugly quick.
It can. So, I mean, if the Bears can kind of at least at the very least, do what they've been doing to keep the game close and not get down by like 17, 20 points. Because if that happens at any point in the game, I mean, I know Caleb's been able to bring us back from before, but I mean, usually it's been within a score or two. You know what I mean? It's not, they're not buried deep. That would be something really special if that were to happen. But hopefully the Bears can continue to run the ball. I know the San Francisco 49ers kind of not the best team to try to run the ball against. I believe their run defense is pretty decent. So if our coach can not maybe try and be too cute at certain times, because I felt in that first drive there when it was 4th and inches, you know what I mean? And then that fumble snapped and that kind of killed any kind of momentum we were building. I think he just needs to stick to the bread and butter sometimes in those moments and just smash them in the mouth and run downfield. You know what I mean? So if we can kind of get our both our running backs close to 100 yards, kind of try to mimic what we did against the Eagles as far as the rushing attack, then I think that's going to be our best option. But on the other side of the field, trying to stop McCaffrey, and I know Kittle's maybe injured now, right?
Yeah.
So, but McCaffrey's still going strong. Purdy, fucking 5 touchdowns the other night. So, I mean, he's looking like he's feeling a lot better from his injury. So, I mean, it's definitely going to be a tough matchup. Number 1 seed is still on the line.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, right? Like, you have the outside shot of getting that number 1 seed right now. You put one more nail in the coffin of the Detroit Lions by winning that game. Detroit needed y'all to lose in order to kind of keep some hope alive. I think right now they're at a 16% chance of making the playoffs, right? So
Right.
You put one more nail in that coffin. You have the ability to just completely end it. You know what I mean? Like there's the possibility of doing it there for the Detroit Lions, but it's coming against what I think is one of the hottest teams in the NFL, if not the hottest team in the NFL. I know people are going to push back and be like, look what the Patriots have done. Look at, some of the like our Jacksonville Jaguars, our second favorite team on this show, right? Like the fact of the matter is that the San Francisco 49ers, they have, like, if this season wound up going off the rails for them, every single one of us would have been like, yeah, that's a ton of injuries to have to navigate. Mac Jones was your quarterback for 6 games and stuff, right? Like, it's just been they find ways to win, and that's a scary team to go up against, especially, eyeing the playoffs right now.
No, I 1000% agree. I mean, that whole AFC West, besides the Cardinals, obviously, would be kind of trouble to see in the playoffs. I mean, and here's the thing: we're going to play San Francisco, and we could very well see them again in the playoffs here in a few weeks. So right there, you know what I mean? Like, it's already getting tricky. We may see Detroit, who we just played recently, again in the playoffs as well. So that whole NFC is getting tight there, in between those two guys. And to say, oh, the Bears are the hottest team, it's like, can't really say that because there's definitely San Francisco's doing their thing. The Rams, are still, I know they lost recently, but up until then, they were super hot as well, and their offense is still looking explosive. So, I mean, that's why I'm saying if we get in the playoffs and play one of these teams, the slow starts aren't going to cut it for us. Those being too cute at a certain time and giving up points, because you could have just taken the 3 there too at that point and just drawn first blood and stuff. So that shit's just not going to fly against these, playoff QB ready teams.
Tommy Carranza is all over the place right now. Says, keep Detroit out for me, please. Then says, let's go Jags. I sincerely hope that the Jags win it all. And it says, actually, I hope the Lions get in and the Packers lose out. There's a part of me that I want that chaos as well, right? And the funny part about it is that if the Packers do wind up missing the playoffs, there's like that small possibility that the Dallas Cowboys picks that they got from the Packers along with their own pick is going to be like right next to each other in the late teens. It'll be like 18 and 19 in the draft, which would just be again, I said it at the beginning of the year. I thought this trade was a wash with Micah Parsons going over to Green Bay, and then us getting the players that we've got, right? Like I'm about this chaos. It sucks that Micah Parsons got hurt. Like let's just put that out there because he was having a tremendous season right now. But just for the comedy of it all, it would be great that the Dallas Cowboys and the Packers have back-to-back picks, like just right next to each other. I want that right now.
Yeah, the irony would just be, crazy, if that were to happen and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, I think there was a discussion I was on with another podcast too. And I mean, I think this year to pick coach of the year is going to be super freaking hard. Between Ben Johnson, between Kyle Shanahan, between Sean Payton up in Denver, between Mike Vrabel up in, New England.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like all the nominees, like I think this year for coach of the year have a very, very, very good case to make within themselves. It's going to be extremely hard.
I mean, right now I feel like the leader for coach of the year has to be Kyle Shanahan, just because that team is so injured, right? Like they are so injured. Like Liam Cohen needs to be in that conversation too.
Oh yeah, there's another one. Yeah,
Jacksonville is a horrible place, and hell, even DeMeco Ryans, dude, with like as good as Houston's been, that's another team that if they weren't in the in the playoff race, if they had just kind of tanked the whole season, we all would have been like, yeah, there's a ton of injuries. They had long neck Davis Mills as their quarterback for 4 games and still were able to sustain and kind of do the things that they needed to do. Like it's been so fun because for me, I enjoy these games where you don't, or these seasons where you don't get like everything that you're expecting to get, right? Like we expected Baltimore to be a shoo-in. We expected Cincinnati to be a shoo-in. Kansas City, right? Out of all those teams that had the expectations, the only one in now are the Buffalo Bills, and all the pressure in the world has to be on Buffalo to win a Super Bowl right now because you will never get it easier in the AFC than right now.
Yeah, not only that, but your team, Josh Allen's getting older each time as well. So, like, I think the fans maybe start to get restless, as well with Sean McDermott. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think if they don't strike or at least get to the Super Bowl this year, they're going to start looking at the following season as like like pressure's really on. Like you need to not only get to the Super Bowl, we want to win the fucking thing. Like seriously, else we may need a new coach. Maybe you're not the coach.
That's what I was about to say. Like I feel like they have to win the Super Bowl this year, or there's going to be heads rolling at the end of the season. Because like again, you don't have to worry about Kansas City. You're more than likely not going to have to worry about Baltimore. Like, out of the teams that are going to represent the AFC, right? New England, Denver, Jacksonville, right? Like those division leaders right now. You're the only team in the AFC that has experience, like long-term experience in the playoffs. You should be able to assert yourself and do what you've got to do. Because let me look at the playoff picture here. Like, I don't have the whole thing right now. Pittsburgh, I don't think you trust Pittsburgh. And
Right.
Houston and the Chargers, you don't trust them either.
Maybe the Chargers can do something because I mean they do. I like the coach in Harbaugh. The Harbaugh coach is solid QB in Herbert, and then they have a now returning running back there in Omari and Hampton with some fresh legs. So they
That's
could possibly be dangerous. But I think the ones I agree with you for the most part because a lot of those teams, the players are inexperienced, like with Denver and whatnot. But the coach is still solid, and Sean Payton, he's Super Bowl winning coach or whatever. But it'll be tricky or interesting to see how much he can kind of rub off on those players and kind of get them to calm down and play solid and not play shaky and kind of break at those moments and whatnot.
Well, that's my issue with Denver is you were talking about your Chicago Bears, as of recent not being able to play a whole game. It feels like you don't ever get that from Bo Nix, right? Like it
Right.
feels like he's super hit or miss, and he might own the fourth quarter, but if you're down 3 quarters in the playoffs, the writing's pretty much on the wall, right? And then my issue that I have with the Chargers, outside of that Dallas Cowboys game, Justin Herbert is getting hit all the time, right? Like he's constantly under pressure. That offensive line is bad. Like I know they're missing Joe Walton, all the issues that they've got on the offensive line. In the playoffs, when it becomes pressure, you have to be able to protect Justin Herbert. Don't matter how good he is. You got to be able to protect him because he can't throw when he's on his back.
Fair point. No, definitely fair point. I mean, the offensive line is key there, and that's definitely one of the teams that's suffered the most there at the offensive line, missing a lot of their key players. So, damn, did you just get a refill right away? How'd you get that refill so fast?
I've got a couple of bottles just hanging out right here.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, he's got like a kegerator right next to them or something. He's got some service, like, is he at B-dubs again or something? Just,
You've inspired. I've wanted to get a kegerator in here. I got some space back here where I could put it. So I'll just have that. Serve myself a drink while we're doing the show, man. But you got to admit that was a pretty damn good pour.
No, that's why I was thoroughly impressed. I was like, there's no way he just did that, with like his other set of hands off to the side. You know what I mean? Like, so
really good with his left hand, buddy.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Mr. Tipton just shared something special with us, folks. Thank him for that.
I've told everybody I'm ambidextrous. I've always been a switch hitter. Whoa. Need to work on my phrasing. Phrasing for sure.
A switch hitter or a double hitter? I don't know. That's a topic for a different show. Anyways, back to football. Let's get back on the rails here.
Okay,
what do you say, folks?
So as we look at what we're expecting to see here in the playoffs, right? I don't think any of us had the Seattle Seahawks being the best team in the NFC West. Now, get it, it's only a game separating them and the Rams. And shit, I think it's a game separating them and San Francisco as well, right? So, like, you can fall. Think of this, like you can this week, you can be the number 1 team in the NFC or drop all the way down to the number 6 seed if you lose, right? Like it's wild what's going on here with the NFC.
No, for sure. But one of the better things is we could possibly have the division clinched up for us before we even play the game. So if Green Bay and Detroit lose, then we at least got the division. We at the very least, I guess, have the 4 seed. So, but as nice as that is, I mean, that 1 seed's definitely more preferable and whatnot. So
I mean, home field advantage in Chicago in the dead of winter is a hell of a home field advantage to have, especially because Chicago's identity to me is a run first team, right? Like you get some of these other teams that aren't necessarily as reliant on the run. I don't think that they'll be able to handle that cold in Chicago. Also, while I'm on it, Kansas City potentially moving to a dome just doesn't seem right to me, man. Like that wind chill game or that really cold game where dude got frostbite on his nipples whenever they played against the Miami Dolphins a couple of years ago. Like that's what you expect in Kansas City. Arrowhead, like leaving Arrowhead and going to a dome, it just doesn't feel right to me. You got to have the elements, man.
But I mean, that's no better than like the Bears picking up and moving to Indiana. You know what I mean? Like they've been kicking about. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I mean, we all know that that's just they've been trying to get a new stadium or at least upgrades to the stadium at Soldier Field for quite some time. All this is just like waving their dick at people, being like, "Look, we'll move to Indiana." Man, nobody wants to move to Indiana except for the Colts back in the 1980s. No one wants to move to Indiana.
They didn't even want to move to Indiana. They just, it was just like it was a drunk, bar was closing. Indiana was the only one that kind of still hanging around, and after a few drinks, it's like, yeah, that doesn't look too bad. It's kind of like a lake around there somewhere, right? Yeah, and
Indiana was the late call slump buster.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're at the altar, and she's got a bun in the oven.
Yeah, I mean, hey, protect yourself next time, Indianapolis Colts. That's all we're gonna say right now. But like,
but that would totally be wild if they ended up doing that. If in Chicago was without a football team. So
I mean, there's no way. Like it would be sacrilege for Chicago not to have an NFL team, right? And again, all it is posturing. Hey, look, we want this. Eventually, the city of Chicago, the state of Illinois is going to relent because they cannot afford to lose the Chicago Bears. Like they just cannot do that. So Soldier Field, they might not play in Soldier Field anymore. I know that they were talking about the potential of moving to another city, like by Chicago, right? Like one of the suburbs of Chicago, right?
Arlington.
Hey, another team in Arlington. Just trying to be like the Dallas Cowboys. Just don't lose for 30 years like we did. Actually, you guys have done it longer, so never mind. Maybe we're copying you.
Who knows at this point? Either way, that would still suck too. I mean, to get them out of the city, but I understand it. I mean, shit, you still haven't even paid off the renovations from the last stadium that you did, like which was what 15 years ago now, maybe 20 years ago now. So it's like these owners make so much money, and for them to keep going to the city and expect them to fit the bill. At the end of the day, to me, in my opinion, that's just a little ridiculous. So I mean, you got so many other ways to get money. Fucking take a loan out yourself from the bank. If you need to, you know what I mean. You should have some good credit to do that, right? You know what I mean, and then pay them back just like us scrubs have to do. You know what I mean? So like, come on now.
This is where I bet you wish you had an owner like Jerry Jones. Just wave his dick around with a bunch of $100 bills around it. Wound very tight $100 bills.
Yeah, so tight when I go to pick one up off the ground, it's ripped in half because he pinched it off.
That, I mean, 100%. I agree with that 100%, my guy.
I was like, no one's getting that ball.
We went off on a little bit of a tangent. Tommy, I feel bad for you. But you know what? Like it's a wonderful time of the year, my guy, right? Like we've got Christmas coming up in just 2 days. We've got the playoff picture looking at us right now. Teams have been eliminated like the Dallas Cowboys. And the best gift you can give somebody is just the tip.
Just the tip.
I just want to put the tip in.
It's time for
Just the Tip.
That would make me uncomfortable.
Promise that it ain't too much, but just enough. Just a tip. Just a tip.
Just the tip. Just the tip.
It's time for
Just the tip.
Just the Tip is brought to you by our friends over at www.myhappynuts.com. Guys, we know it's just 2 days away. That means Santa Balls is coming to town. He's coming to your town, and he's going to be coming hard. And the best way that you need to do it is you need to make sure that Santa is ready to see you with your mistletoe thong on, just having yourself a good old time. Groom yourself with the Bulber. Take care of your boys with www.myhappynuts.com. Use promo code Mike Tipton at checkout and save on all your male grooming needs. Y'all didn't get to see this because whenever I hit the Just the Tip thing, I think I saw the commissioner's wife walk in and give him a kiss, and it felt like she was telling him she was about to leave him because of what was playing on air.
I don't want to think about that right now, Mike. We're just in the moment, and we're just gonna hope she's joking, and
Yeah, I mean, hey, I stay with him, Mrs. Commish.
yeah, I'm not that bad.
Sounds good. Our guy Jesse Carter saying my area had a Cowboys and Bears alumni other than Witten for Dallas, the Jones brothers, Julius and Thomas Jones, respectively. Hey, that's cool. Tommy Canasta saying, "Oh God," with the face emojis. I feel like Tommy might still be at work whenever the Just the Tip hit at 6:30 Mountain Time.
I mean, it's better than the kids in the car, though, right, Tommy? Like.
I think it's a catch-22.
No, well, I mean, if you're at work, Tommy, earbuds, my man, earbuds. These are what you should be like. We're professionals here. You know what I mean? You know how to play the game.
Clearly,
I am. I mean, Tommy. You know what? Christmas is only a few days away, Tommy. So maybe you have friends that can maybe hook you up since they got like a sponsor or something with them, right? Oh, there you go. Yeah, there.
www.myhappynuts.com. Use promo code Mike Tipton at checkout. Guys, take care of yourself. No one's going to take care of you for you. Do it for yourself. Do it for me. Don't even do it for your boys. Do it for me. Make sure your nuts are as happy as my nuts. So stupid. Anyway, so I could imagine Tommy is connected right now to a Bluetooth speaker and just had it like full blast. And everyone at his work just turned around and judged him. Is kind of what I'm expecting happened right now. Because I did hit it about a minute early. We were premature on the Just the Tip.
Well, wow. Okay, that's a first. Usually you're right on time with that. So you got a little anxious there, did you, bud?
I did. I could see the look in your eyes. It was like you were wanting it. You were needing it.
I mean, I knew it was coming. It's not my first time on the show. Yeah. This is my first time being on the show while, Just the Tip comes out, but that didn't come out right either. But anyways, I don't have too much longer. I got to go produce my show here over at Chicago Clubhouse Network. Obviously, we're going to have a lot to talk about being a Bears fan. The super exciting win. Still a big matchup coming up, not only with San Francisco, but I mean, finish off with Detroit is still something we're going to want to get our lick back, if nothing else, even if we have everything cleared up, still get our lick back. But any if go after this show, because this show I think ends right at the top of the hour, right?
Yep.
So yeah, after this show, any Bears fans want to brag about it and kind of share your opinion, definitely for sure come check us out over at Chicago Clubhouse Network. So.
Check them out on YouTube, Crooked Commish. I appreciate you. I took more time out of your day than I wanted to. I was so happy for you guys, like getting beating the Green Bay Packers, getting able to get into the playoffs. Like I know people think I'm joking whenever I say this stuff or I'm being like a jerk. I love seeing my friends happy. And whenever I see their teams that have struggled for a long time finally have some success, and hopefully, like, especially with this young team, maybe they can keep it going, that makes me so happy, man. Unless you're the Philadelphia Eagles, in which case, go fuck yourself.
And that's understandable. But, literally the song, I'm Walking on Sunshine, since that fucking game ended, is like, that's been me. That's been my mood, since that moment there. My wife was like that close to putting a straitjacket on me, because I was like, we were laying down for bed, like going to sleep. I have my eyes closed and I'm like still giggling and kind of like laughing. And she's like, I thought you were you're sleeping. And I was like, I'm trying to, but like I keep replaying the game in my head, and it's so amazing. And I'm just picturing the meltdown, seeing all the videos the next day too of the Green Bay. It was just like the cherry on top, or just the chef's kiss right there. Like, it's fucking beautiful.
All right, my guy, I appreciate you. Have a good show. We'll check you out. Chicago Clubhouse Network. They're going to have a fun-ass time today, y'all. I know that much.
All right, Mike. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for having me on. I really do appreciate it. Have a good Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. And Merry Christmas to everyone else out there. So be safe. If you're traveling anywhere, please be safe, be responsible. And if you can't be good, then damn it, at least be good at it. Later, guys.
See you, man. Out here sounding like everyone's dad on a PSA. Just be safe, guys. That's all you got to do. Just be safe. Jesse Carter saying, you know what? He knows that exact same feeling. That was him. Happy as all hell whenever the Tennessee Titans, his beloved Tennessee Titans and Ryan Tannehill caught fire and were able to make it. I believe, if I'm trying to remember this correctly, they made it all the way to the NFC champion or the AFC championship game, didn't they? I have to try to remember this. And Tommy, I know that one day you and I are going to feel that same jubilation, that same happiness. I know it's going to happen one day, but I sincerely doubt if any of our friends are going to be happy for us whenever, and I'm saying this 100%, whenever the Dallas Cowboys make it to the Super Bowl or make it to the NFC Championship game, I sincerely doubt that any of our friends would ever be happy for us, depending on whenever that future is, right? Like it can be 15, 20 years from now. I pray and hope to God that it isn't. But if it is, I guarantee you, Augustine will still be shitting on us the entire time. If he's alive, he is very unhealthy. Very, very unhealthy. Tommy Canazza saying, I doubt it. LOL. And then Jesse Carter saying, yep, it was indeed that 2019 season when the Tennessee Titans made it all the way down to the AFC Championship game. Our guy, Richie, tuning in, saying, and they sure won't be happy when we're the most obnoxious if Tech wins it all. That's right, baby. Wreck 'em, Tech. I am, oh my God. Richie, I'm looking up different ways that I can make it all the way down to Miami for this bowl game. But it just, like, it's not in my cards. It's not in my cards right now to be able to do it. Traveling on New Year's Eve / New Year's Day sounds like an absolute nightmare. And then I was going to drive, but it's a 27.5-hour drive from El Paso, and I just don't feel like making that drive. Younger me, 100% would do it, but I've got a family. I've got things I got to do, but I am hoping that if Texas Tech wins and they make it to the Rose Bowl, I've got a friend, our guy Hawk Scott. Maybe Hawk can hook us up, and we get over to the Rose Bowl, and we can watch our beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders wreck them. But we just got to get past Oregon. Not looking past Oregon right now. We just got to get past Oregon. Tommy Cananza being negative as all hell, saying, I doubt we will ever be there, talking about the Dallas Cowboys. And then Richie saying, Bernie would hang me if I attempted to go. Again, everybody, I've been playing the ad for every show. Make sure you go out there December 31st at high noon for the 92nd annual Sun Bowl game. Get on out there, have a fun time. Arizona State versus Duke. It's a devilish matchup between the two of them. I'm super excited for this. I'm going to be down on the field. I'm going to be down on the sidelines doing all my stuff, doing the things that I normally do. It's going to be a fantastic time. Richie, I know I'll see you there as well. I'm excited about this game. But like the more I get here, like I was excited whenever the teams were announced, but the closer it gets, the more and more excited I am getting for it. And I am a little disappointed in myself that I didn't go to the Sun Bowl Invitational Tournament. Just coughed into a microphone. What a professional. I am disappointed in myself that I didn't go to the Sun Bowl Invitational Tournament. This is the first time I want to say in 5 years that I didn't go. I don't have an excuse. I was just being lazy. Sometimes a player needs a break. That's all it would be. That's all it would be. Richie saying you'd be foolish to miss this game. Jeff Sims, a starter for ASU ever since Levitt got hurt, and Darian Menz. Jesus. Darian Menzel as a go is pretty much a go as well. Yeah, I mean it's going to be a fun game. It really is. It genuinely is. And I am looking forward to it. Once again, high noon on December 31st. 92nd annual Sun Bowl game. I'm probably going to get out there like at 6 o'clock in the morning and hang out with the tailgaters. Drink water because I am a responsible journalist. And afterwards, I'm going to have me a good old time. A very, very fun time. Oh, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Richie, let's talk about your Pittsburgh Steelers. They have almost ended the season for the Baltimore Ravens, beating the Green Bay Packers this past, or was it Green Bay? Why can't I remember who the hell they played? Oh my goodness. I got to figure this one out. I want to say it was Green Bay, but I feel like I'm wrong. Beating Detroit. It was Detroit that they beat. Jesus, I was all over myself right there. Beating the Detroit Lions. Right now, Pittsburgh is doing what I didn't think they would do. Richie, it's time for you to gloat. Your team is looking really well. Aaron Rodgers looking better than I thought he was going to look. I get that he's geriatric. I get that he's 8,595 years old. But all he has to do is be a game manager. Kenny Gainwell doing a phenomenal job. And now Baltimore needs a lot of help. And they're going to have to go more than likely without Lamar Jackson, who has missed a ton of games this year. A disappointing season for the Baltimore Ravens and their fan base. It was just great, right? Like, and Richie's right. They still need to finish 10-7 and get fondled in the wild card. I mean, again, like there's not a team in the AFC that I think is exponentially or incrementally better than everyone else. I feel like this season, and even in the NFC, like there hasn't been a team that we can all look at and say, oh, okay, yeah, no, that's 100% going to represent the conference in the Super Bowl. Buffalo, to me, has all the pressure on them because they need to win these damn games, right? Like you don't have to worry about Baltimore anymore. You don't have to worry about the Kansas City Chiefs. Everything that has stood in your way before in the past is now out of the way. Buffalo needs to find themselves in the Super Bowl. They just absolutely need to. Not making it to the Super Bowl would be an abject failure for the Buffalo Bills, in my opinion. Maybe y'all think I'm wrong, but in my opinion, it would be an abject failure to not make a Super Bowl. With that being said, I don't trust them as far as I could throw them. I still think that New England and Denver are too young. I like, and I know it started off as a joke, but I've been on this bandwagon the entire time. Y'all that have been a part of the show, you know this. I like Jacksonville. I really do. I think they're an interesting team to watch. They need to show in the next two games a little more consistency, and maybe I'll trust them, right? Pittsburgh is still one of those interesting teams because just like the Crooked Commish was talking about earlier, whenever you have Sean Payton in the AFC, you also have Mike Tomlin. And you've got a good young team there. Kenny Gainwell, you'll probably get DK Metcalf back to begin the playoff run if you make the playoff run. That's an interesting team, man. Like they really are an interesting team. And for me to say that, as someone who objectively does not like the Pittsburgh Steelers, you know that like I'm looking at this team and I'm seeing something that could be, I don't want to say magical, but I think could get them out of the wild card round, right? The Chargers, I still don't know if I trust the Chargers because like I mentioned earlier, that offensive line is garbage. The Texans, I don't know if I trust the Texans. And the Buffalo Bills I mentioned earlier, I'm not sold on them. I feel like the AFC is wide open, just like the NFC is wide open. At the beginning of the season, I thought it was the LA Rams to win, and they have proven me wrong time and time again. Richie saying, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Adam Thielen didn't do too bad. Tommy's saying that the winner of the Super Bowl is going to come out of the NFC. The Cricket Commission saying, bear down. I mean, the more I think about it, the more I feel like the Bears have a legitimate shot. Seattle, do you trust Sam Darnold? You haven't seen what you want out of the LA Rams. You don't know what you're going to get out of San Francisco. They're going to play hard, but we've seen them choke in the playoffs time and time again. Philadelphia, maybe they get the ship right, but it also feels like they're so fragile that it can all fall down at just the any inconvenience that hits the Philadelphia Eagles. If the Carolina Panthers or Tampa Bay Buccaneers make it to the playoffs, because that's one of the spots that's still open, that division is absolute garbage. Do you think that Tampa Bay or Carolina can make a deep playoff run? And the answer to that, I think we could all say, is objectively no. Can they surprise us? Sure. Anything can happen in the playoffs. But I don't think you trust Carolina. I don't think you trust Tampa Bay, despite Baker Mayfield being as awesome as Baker Mayfield is. I think I just had some tamales delivered. Maybe I had some tamales delivered. I'm not 100% sure. But I think they did. Cassandra chiming in right here on social media, telling me right now that the Packers, or that the Bears still suck. She is 100% a Packers fan. Amber Bonda tuned in over on Instagram as well, saying, I can't believe the Chiefs are out. I thought Taylor Swift would have given them some Swifty magic. Hey, sometimes it runs dry. Sometimes it runs dry. The Cricket Commish asking about the tamales. I got both, my guy. I believe it's 5 total dozen. Goddamn, I got 60 tamales heading my way right now. Jesse Carter saying a Tomlin versus Vrabel AFC Championship will be the best defensive game we have had a chance to see this postseason. Richie saying, what's up, Amber? Obviously, all of us media people knowing one another. That's always one of my favorite things. All the media people knowing each other. Augustine was supposed to be a part of today's show, and he said he was in traffic. So I don't know if we boo Augustine, if we punish him, what we do with it. Richie saying a Tomlin versus Vrabel playoff game would set offenses back for decades. Vrabel and Tomlin in a playoff game would be a hard thing to watch, but I think it would be fun. Tommy Canata saying, thank God for traffic. Traffic was bad today, guys. Like I had a half day at work. I left the baseball stadium at about 1:30, 1:50 around there. And man, it took me about an hour and a half to get home. Like it was some bad traffic, but there's always bad traffic. I don't need to complain. I'm blessed that I was able to make it home. Our guy Ryan Woodcraft saying, what's up, Tip? Merry Christmas. Merry Tipmas to y'all. You see, I'm in the holiday spirit. I got my El Paso Chihuahuas Christmas hat. I've got my sorry ugly sweater. I'm going to wear my Dallas Cowboys stepbrother sweater tomorrow, because what better way to celebrate Christmas than that? It's going to be a great time. It really is. I hope that all y'all have a wonderful, fantastic Christmas as well. I'm not ending the show yet. I'm just saying that's what I'm doing. Jesse saying 2000s Steelers versus Patriots feels. I mean, yeah, it would be that way. Tomlin and Vrabel would kind of bring back those matchups that went, I want to say 90% of the time, went the Patriots' way. Oh, there we go. Our guy Richie saying, oh, yeah, you have your press seat again. There we go. There we go. I got it back. I lost it, but I got it back. That's all that matters. As long as I got it back. I said something right. That's all that matters. One of the few times I've said anything right on this show. Is there a team right now that you trust? Do you trust the Green Bay Packers? Like I would have said that they would have been one of those teams that I would have had in the upper echelon. However, losing Michael Parsons completely changes that defense. And it makes it to where they're on the bubble right now, right? Rich is saying, not the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, man. Those rivalries with the Steelers and Patriots, those are some great, like, Big Ben Roethlisberger. We really, like, in that time frame, like the early 2000s through, like, the late 20-teens was awesome. Like, just great quarterback work right there, right? Like Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, whether it was on the Broncos or the Colts, Ben Roethlisberger with the Steelers. Like, it was a fun time. That was a really fun time. Even Phillip Rivers. Like, I know Phillip Rivers never won a championship. That's why he's 45 years old and still playing in the league right now. A grandpa in the NFL. Like, those were fun quarterback matchups. Like, you know, Phillip Rivers, Tony Romo, basically the same dude. Like, it was just great. It was great being able to have that type of stuff, like, influence us. Jesse Carter saying, when I wear my gray sweatpants, I show my tip toe as opposed to my camel toe. I mean, I show full-on dick in whatever pants I'm wearing. That's why I gotta wear a Speedo. That's why I'm an advocate for www.myhappynuts.com. Got to make sure that dick looks good. Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. I apologize, y'all. I genuinely do. It was just a funny joke. I had to get the joke out, and the joke came out delivered pristinely. Tommy Canazza saying, and maybe the Patriots and Bills in the AFC and the Rams and Seahawks in the NFC. That would be fun. Like, genuinely, that would be fun. I feel, though, like, I want to trust Sam Darnold, but I just don't. And I know that's a messed up thing to do because he's only lost 7 games in the last 2 years. 3 of those games were to the Rams. 2 of those games were to the Detroit Lions, right? So, like, he's lost against what we would consider are pretty good teams. Jesse Carter saying, dude, I love you, my brother. I got nothing but love for you too, my dude. You already know that right now. Tommy Canazza saying, Mike is showing nothing but Fuda in gray sweatpants LMAO. You cannot tell, but I've actually lost about 35 pounds or so since July. And that's just because I got circumcised. Hey, yo. What a dumb joke. I stole that one from Brandon the Iceman Cone. Should never steal anything from Brandon the Iceman Cone. What a horrible, horrible joke. My apologies. You deserve better than that. Loyal and loving audience that doesn't judge me. Maybe you do judge me. You just don't. You don't say it out loud, which I am happy with as well. Thank you. Thank you for that. I feel bad for, like, if this is somebody's first show, I feel bad for them. And the funny thing is I'm not even drunk. I 2 beers in an hour. Come on now. It's the holiday season. Oh, Undisputed Craft House. They have that beer nog. I wonder if they still have that beer nog. I got to go get me some beer nog. Undisputed Craft House, 1881 Sol Kleinfeld. If you're in the East Side area, go check it out. Even if you're not. Fuck it. You know what, Jesse? You're in Virginia. Make the trip from Virginia to here and get that beer nog. I didn't even get paid for that sponsorship. Jesus. I need to start valuing myself better, guys. All right, so here we go. We've got Tommy Canazzo saying, it's my coworker's first show. LOL. You're on the speaker. Shout out to everyone working over there at UPS. I guarantee that this has got to be the worst time of the year for y'all, but you guys are effing superheroes for what it is that you've got to deal with, making sure fat guys like me who order things at the last minute get what we ordered on time for the holidays so that we don't lose our significant others. Maybe that was a little too inside on that fresh pitch, huh? But no, like what you guys are doing, and especially Tommy, shout out to Tommy for always wearing just the shortest shorts on the block. Those brown shorts showing off them legs, baby. Awesome. This was also your coworker's last show. They're never going to let you be in control of the speaker again. They're like, nope, not this, not ever again. Monday through Friday, most of the time, 6 o'clock Mountain Time, you do not get the control of the speaker at all. But shout out to y'all. Like I said before, y'all are doing an amazing job doing all of the dirty work for us to make sure we have the best holidays we possibly can. And I do mean that sincerely. Like that is not an easy ass job. Unless it is, in which case don't tell me, because don't just like, you know, there's the belief in Santa. I have my belief in you. Do not ruin it for me. Well, guys, my beer is almost done. I time it out perfectly. 2 beers in one show. Shout out to my girl Beauty by Bernadette. She's saying, what's up? What's up, Bernadette? Die-hard Dallas Cowboys fan. Hope that you're having yourself a fantastic day today. It is sad our Dallas Cowboys knocked out of the playoffs. I'm getting some people saying that they love the hat. The Chihuahuas team store. Go check it out. Right now they have a 30% off sale. So you got that hat to get. They're going to be closed tomorrow. They're going to be closed on Christmas. But you get this hat. It is a dope hat. Got it the other day. It's awesome. Tommy Canazzo saying, look, man, I'm the boss. I get to put on this speaker whatever I want on this speaker. Now let me tell you something, brother. Thank you, Bernadette. Merry Christmas to you as well. And you know what, guys? It's the end of the show. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. I know it's been a roller coaster of a year trying to keep up with the stuff that I'm doing on this show. We started the year having a show at 8 o'clock in the morning. We ended the year having some sporadic shows at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. But those of you that have stuck around, it has been awesome. Absolutely awesome for me to just know that I've got you guys' support. It means the world to me. Bernadette saying that I'm in San Diego. I remember that you moved. Nice to see the Padres play. I always wear my Chihuahuas hat there. There we go. You got to make that connection. You got to make that connection. I hope that you're enjoying San Diego. It's a beautiful place. I hope that you are enjoying it out there. But like I said, guys, I cannot express how much I appreciate the love and the support over all these years being able to do this. This is not the end of any of this by all means. I just want to let you all know that I am super thankful for the support that you all have given me over the last couple of years to be able to do this stuff. It's been awesome. Hopefully we'll see you all down the road. Tommy, I know we had said that we wanted to do a watch party for the Dallas Cowboys final game. Let me know if you're still in on that, my guy. I'll tell my people over at Buffalo Wild Wings, and we'll bring some people out. We'll have ourselves a good old time and watch the final game of the season with the Dallas Cowboys. But until then, everybody, once again, thank you all so much. Have a great Christmas holiday, whatever it is that you're celebrating, enjoy it. And I hope that all of y'all have a great and restful week. We'll see you on Monday. Because we're not doing Fire and Ice on Saturday. We'll see you all on Monday. Have yourself a great day and great weekend, everybody. Goodbye.